Okay, let's go on to some more complicated subtractions. Now keep in mind we want to keep a number line handy. Now here I have one from 0 to 20, which is probably all we're going to need. Right there, this one down here. And I have a 0 to 50 up here, but it doesn't really matter. That's probably all we're going to need. What do we do when we have to subtract from 0 on a long subtraction? Let's say 3001. We're going to subtract 1000. Make it an 8, a 6, and a 4. What the heck? Let's start. We're all going to start with the right. We're always going to start far to the right. So we're going to start with the single numbers. What's 1? And this is a subtraction, so the subtraction goes here. What's 1 minus 4? Well, again, we can't do it. We need to borrow a number over here to make the 111, but we don't have a 1 over here. And you know what? One's a little bit complicated. So let's just change this one instead to this. There we go. We'll do this one first. I don't have 1 to borrow. So now the 0 will have to borrow 1 from the 3. If it's borrowing 1 from the 3 becomes a 2, and it loans its 1 to the 10. Now the 10 has enough numbers to loan to the 1, so that we take 1 from the 10. It becomes a 9, and we give it to this one. This now becomes an 11. Now what's 11 minus 4? Well, here's our 11 number. We go 4 numbers to the left when we're subtracting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Now we go to this number. Now this is a 9 instead of a 0. 9 minus 6. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. So suddenly we have a 7 and a 3. What's 2 minus 8? Well, we can't do it. So this 2 must borrow from this 3. So this 3 becomes a 2. And it gives its 1 to this 2, which becomes a 12. 12 minus 8. Here's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. And finally, the last one's doable. 2 minus 1 is 1. So the number we have is 1437. Now, I also want you to know, just briefly here, 1437. This 1, 4, 4, 4, 3, 7. Okay. Now, I also want you to notice something interesting. This last number, called the result, when I add it to this number, let's add. Let's practice our addition. Guess what number we're going to end up with? You guessed this one, 3301, you're correct. 7 plus 4. We can use a number line for that. When we're adding a number, 7 plus 4, we go to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. Oh, I can only put the 1 here, and the other 1, the 10 number of the 11, goes here. 1 plus 3, that's 4, plus 6. So let's do let's do the whole thing. 1 plus 3, 1, 2, 3, that's 4. 4 plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Well, I can only put the 0 of the 10 here, and the 1 goes over here. So I get 1 plus 4 plus 8. 1 plus 4, here's the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. 5 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13. So 1 plus 4 plus 8 is 13. I can put the 3 here, and the 1 goes up here. And finally, 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's 3. 3, 3, 1. So I can see 3 minus this number is going to be equal to this number. By the way, 3 minus this number is going to be equal to that number. But I can also see that when I add these two, I get the original number. Not true when you add this one to that one. That does not equal that one. It's only for these two smaller numbers will add up to the bigger. Just something to note. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to just do some random numbers. By the way, it doesn't matter how long you can make your numbers. You can subtract any length of numbers. Generally speaking, every 3. The old rule used to be put a comma every 3. like that. When I was young, the new rule was put a space between every three. I'm not sure what they're doing. Do some big numbers here instead. All right, let's start with the far right. That's all we have. That's all we start with, always. Don't get intimidated by big tasks. Big tasks are always done by breaking them down into small tasks. Let's start with our small task, 1 minus 4. I can't do it. 1's smaller than 4. So it's the same old rule. I'm going to borrow 1 from this 3. It's going to become a 2. And it's going to loan us that 1 over here. 11 minus 4. Here's 11. When we're subtracting, we go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7. So that's a 7. Now, this is now a 2 here. And 2 minus 1 is pretty easy. It's 1. This is also easy. Whenever one number is subtracting the same number, it's always 0. 4 minus 3 should be pretty easy, but let's see. 4 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. It's 1. Which makes sense because 3 plus 1 is 4. Finally, 3 minus 7. I can't do it. I'll need to borrow a 1 from this 4. It becomes a 3. And I'm going to loan a 1 here. Now I have 13 minus 7. Well, here's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a 6. 13 minus 7 is 6. Now this is now a 3 minus 9 can't be done. So I'm going to borrow 1 from this 3. It's going to become a 2. And it's going to loan me a 1 over here. We got 13 minus 9. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 4. 4. Then I got 2 minus 3. I got a problem. 2 is smaller than 3. So I got to borrow 1 from this 2. This becomes a 12. What's 12 minus 3? Number line. 12. 1, 2, 3. It's 9. Now I got a 1 minus 2. I got a problem because this became a 1. I got to borrow 1 from this 9. It becomes an 8. It's going to loan us 1. We become 11 minus 2. Here's 11 right there. Minus 2. 1, 2. We got a 9. So 11 minus 2, 9. And then finally, this last number used to be a 9. It's now an 8. 8 minus 1 should be easy enough. Is 7. So our result is 799,461,017. You can see we subtracted a huge number there, and we just broke it down one by one, by one, by one, by one. Do not become intimidated by math. You learn the small techniques and you build on top of it, and it will get easier and easier and easier. But here's the big clue that people don't realize. People think, oh, I'm going to go into math. I'm just going to memorize stuff. It's not about memorization. It's about practice. 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 The more you practice anything, the better you get, and the more you'll be not only find it very easy, but you'll gain more confidence. This is true for practicing an instrument, sport, math, science. All these things that are apparently hard to do, if you put in more time and practice, people will start saying, wow, they're just naturally good at that thing. Nope. We'll just put in the time. Athletes, they go out and they practice for 6 hours every day. When they're kids, they practice even more. They don't stop. Same with instruments. People who really love an instrument, they play it all day long. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying practice will make you seem like an expert in something. When you become an expert, you will gain confidence. When you gain confidence, other subjects become easier. Plus facile, les autres sujets deviennent plus facile avec la confidence. La confidence vient avec la pratique.